All right, next part of the lesson. Solving equations, more specifically, quadratic equations. Solving quadratics starts with factoring. But how can you tell the difference? This is solving, while that is not. If there is an equals, you can solve. No equals, you just factor. Now I'm just doing a quick reminder. The 4 ways of factoring. Step 1 is what? GCF. 2, difference of squares. 3, grouping. 4, AC method. 4 steps. So we always look for a GCF first. But now, let's actually apply this factoring to solving. When we solve, the first thing we do is factor. Has to equal 0 though. So, at this point, it's equal to 0. So I go back into my true factoring skills. I look for factors at 12 that add to 7. Well, 1 times 12 doesn't add to 7. 2 times 6, nope, that's 8. 3 times 4, yep, that's 7. X in the front. This tells me the signs are the same. This says they're both minus. We're still equal to 0. Now, at this point, we've done our factoring. Here's the difference. I now take each equation and set it equal to 0. And solve for x. Add 3 to both. So x equals 3. The next one, I add 4 to both sides, so x equals 4. 2 answers, degree of 2. You know how many answers you should get by knowing the degree of the equation or polynomial. And what is the degree? It's always the largest exponent. Tells you the degree. In this case, the largest exponent is 2. So x squared, 2, second degree, 2 answers. Okay? Let's look at another one. Okay. I have an equation. Like I said before, the first thing that has to happen is it must equal 0. So that means I need to move this from this side to this side, and I do it with addition. Now, even though all 3 of these terms have an x, I cannot add them because this is an x cubed, that's an x squared. So all he has done is he's moved from this side to this side. And change signs. All right. Now, I start to factor. First thing I look at is the GCF. There is one? Yes, there is. It's a 2x. So I'm going to take a 2x out. That's going to leave me an x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Now, I can tell you right now I'm going to be looking for 3 answers because this is a degree 3. This is going to be one thing that's going to be important to me in a moment. But now I need to break this part down further. So I'm going to ignore the rest. Factors at 8 that subtract to 4. Well, that is 4 and 2. This tells me the signs are different. This says the bigger one gets the plus. So I see an x plus 4, x minus 2, still equal to 0. This now drops. Now, remember I said we set each parenthesis equal to 0. Well, that's not always just exactly true either. It's anything with an x gets set equal to 0. So I'm going to set 2x equal to 0, x plus 4 equal to 0, and x minus 2 equal to 0. There are my 3 equations, because remember I said I was looking to get 3 answers. So the first one, I divide by 2. So x equals 0. There's my first answer. Subtract 4 from both. So x equals negative 4. There's the answer 2. Third one, add 2 to both sides. So x equals 2. There's my 3 answers. Third degree, 3 answers. All right. Let's turn the page. Yeah, it's bleeding through, so let's go here. All right, let's try another one. Okay. Step 1. Is it equal to 0? Yes. So I'm good. Step 2. Does it have a GCF? No. So that leaves me with the AC method. So I'm going to times this to this, not to that. So I go 4 times 6 gives me 24. So I see 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. These need now to subtract because this tail's a minus. So they need to subtract to 5. Well, that's 23. That's 10. There's my 5. 8 minus 3 is 5. So I'm going to split these two. All right, sign time. This says the signs are different. This says this is the biggest one. There's my biggest. There's the difference. So now I'm ready to group. GCF on the front is a 4x. What I divide by comes the front, leaving an x plus 2, because 4x squared divided by 4x leaves me an x. 8x divided by 4x leaves me a 2. All right, GCF on the back, be careful, I see a minus 3. So a negative divided by negative is going to be a positive. The 3's cancel, leaving me x. Negative 6 divided by negative 3 leaves me a positive 2. Still equal to 0. Can't forget. So at this point, parentheses are the same, so I'm going to pull them out. What's left over goes in the next. So far, I have done nothing new. All right, now's the new part. We set each parenthesis equal to 0. And now I solve. Subtract 2 from both. I get x equals negative 2. Add 3. I get 4x equals 3. And then I divide by 4. So x equals 3/4. Okay? I'm going to look at one more. All right, now again, remember, we like for this to be equal to 0. For us to solve, must equal 0. Now, to make life easier, we always want to keep him positive, so I'm going to move these guys that way, and I do it with subtraction. So all I did was move them from this side to this side, and it makes it look, they didn't combine them, but it just makes them look like they changed signs. Okay? Now, again, I do 9 times 4, which is 36. And they need to subtract to 7. So I see 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, 5, no, 6 times 6. All right, they need to subtract a 7. That's 35. That's 16. That's 9. That's 5. That's 0. So for the first time, we have found something that will not factor. That will be in the next video. Okay? Hopefully this helps. We'll see how this works. Good luck, guys.